Friday, February 26th at the Lancaster Roots and Blues Festival in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Your chance to see Quentin Jones's Rock and Roll Review. Quentin Jones will lead an all-star house band, including Liberty DeVito on drums and Kenny Aronson on bass guitar. Featured in the review are Reach Around Rodeo Clowns, Danny B. Harvey and Annie Marie Lewis, guitar legend Eddie Angel, Henley Collins, and the queen of the pumping piano, Linda Gail Lewis. Ticket information available at LancasterRootsandBlues.com. The sounds of sirens, subways, and busy crowds of people makes Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Dion feel right at home. New York Is My Home is the latest project from Dion and co-produced by Jimmy Vivino, featuring guest vocals by fellow New Yorker Paul Simon on the title cut.
I'm not alone. New York is my home.
New York Is My Home contains 8 new Dion compositions and 2 choice blues covers. The result is pure rock and roll from the legend that's lived a lifetime defining it.
I can't go back to Memphis. I'm just got too wrong.
Dion, New York Is My Home.
Big house here. Honking, moaning, rocking the righteous red. Oh, yeah.
New York Is My Home from Dion, available from Instant Records. This is Jam and James Riley, and we just heard Visionary Heart from Dion's latest New York Is My Home. It's a song he said was about Buddy Holly singing to him. Now we'll hear more from Dion about his new project and some tunes from that in just a moment, but since the subject of Buddy Holly was brought up, check out Dion covering Buddy's Rave On from his 2008 project Heroes, Giants of Early Guitar Rock.
Well, baby, now the little things that you say and do make me, girl, want to be with you. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you. Rave on. Well, the way you dance and you hold me tight, the way you kiss and you say goodnight. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you. Rave on. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me feeling. I'm so glad that you're revealing your love for me. Rave on and tell me, not to be lonely. Tell me you love me only. Rave on. Well, baby, now the little things that you say and do make me, girl, want to be with you. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you. Rave on. Well, the way you dance and you hold me tight, the way you kiss and you say goodnight. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you. Rave on me. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling. I'm so glad you're revealing your love for me. Rave on and tell me, not to be lonely. Tell me you love me only. Rave on. Rave on, yeah. Well, baby, now the little things that you say and do, girl, that make me want to be with you. Rave on, it's a crazy feeling, and I know it's got me reeling when you say I love you. Rave on with me. Rave on.
Rave On, that's Dion from 2008 covering Buddy Holly. Now we're talking with Dion about his 2016 release, New York Is My Home. Tell me about this title cut. Didn't you do a version with just you singing solo and then thinking you need another New Yorker, Paul Simon, coming in?
Yeah, I recorded the song. I don't know, it just dropped out of heaven into my head. It's like sometimes you're just under the spout where the glory comes out, you know? I looked up, I said, where did that come from? You know, it just was I love the song. I did a version of it, and I said, you know, I thought of, you know, Paul Simon and I, again, we're friends, we go back a long time. I remember when I was in his apartment back when there was a terrible downturn in the country, you know, and Paul wanted to do something really cool and great for the city, you know, and extend like a little love to it and friendship. And he put that great concert together in Central Park.
Yeah.
And he told me, I want to do something nice for the city. And I'm thinking, like, who says that?
Yeah.
You know, I thought, wow. And he meant it in a very humble way. Not like, you know, and he did that, and it was off the Richter scale, that concert in Central Park. And when I wrote New York Is My Home, I thought, I have to ask him what he thinks of it and if he'd like to sing on it. And, you know, he fell in love with the song, and he said, yeah, let me work with it. And he put some high, you know, all those distinctive kind of Paul Simon touches on it. And, you know, he's from Queens. I'm from the Bronx, and we're both at home in New York, and we get it, and it's a trip. It was a labor of love for both of us. So we even walked the streets down there in the cobblestone area of down near the South Seaport in Manhattan, and we did a little video, and off we went. It was fun. It was fun being with him, singing with him. Man, I gotta say, it was a lot of fun, very enjoyable, and I love it.
You know, I was a kid and I was hearing like Beach Boys for the first time. I'd never been to the beach. It took me years to actually get out to California, but I could picture it in my mind from what they sang about. And I felt the same way about hearing this song. You close your eyes and you're there in New York, which is so amazing. The pictures you brought up with the lyrics and just the way the song goes and the subtleties in it, man, it's fantastic.
Well, you know, a lot of people go to New York and on the surface they think, you know, they might think New York is too fast. They have no manners. They're too quick. I don't know. They see it in a very kind of thin veneer of, they don't see on the, you know, when 9/11 happened, everybody ran into the building. You know, I mean, the firemen, the cops, they ran into the building. There's more to it than just the rush and selfishness. You know, they run deep, but yeah, it's in a different way. And I see this song as a love song to the city of my birth, and I see it from the inside out. So everything, you know, it's my love song to the city and my girl. What I can say is I was born in the Bronx. I was raised on the streets. And I always say God's country is never going to mean canyons and forests to me. It's going to mean sirens and subways and crowds of people pushing you.
Yeah.
I see it in a pure way, you know. I have a love for the energy and I don't know, just the vibe. You know, it's like John Lennon said, it seems to be the center of the world.
Yeah.
But, you know, listen to songs about North Carolina, and John Denver sang about Colorado, and Tony Bennett sang about San Francisco, and there's a lot of California songs. I get on board with all that, so it takes me right there, you know?
Sure.
I don't need to be living there to get it.
The morning came today with rain and sheets of gray. The subway rocked me out of bed to take me on my way. Where I go in style each and every mile. You know I'm not alone. New York is my home. I got a girl up in the Bronx. She treats me like a king. I'll give her anything she wants. She is my everything. She can be hard as concrete, soft as a summer breeze. We can wake the dawn. New York is my home. New York is calling me, it's on It's like a rooftop song up from the cobblestones. You won't ever hear me say the city street's too loud. I hear a gospel hymn in every passing crowd. It trails me and it tells me down to Central Park. Even after dark, New York is my home. New York is calling me, and now I find the city never sleeps. It's my state of mind. The breezes blow that take me where the Hudson River flows. The harbor lights shine on the piers, as all young lovers know. I can't touch the world as it sails in from everywhere. I'm not alone. New York is my home. New York is calling me, and now I find the city never sleeps. It's my state of mind. As all young lovers know, I can't touch the world as it sails in from everywhere. I'm not alone. New York is my home. I'm not alone. New York is my home.
The lead-off track, just a great opening, Aces Up Your Sleeve. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, Aces, and again, this poor innocent guy gets seduced. Maybe the oldest story in the world, maybe not. But that's as simple as it is, And I use it as, I use a card game as the metaphor for the whole, story. And man, I tell you, I love when Jimmy took that solo. I almost couldn't sing the third verse. I wanted to just stop and say, "Oh my God, do you know what you just did?" Because he starts out like so simple, and then he starts kind of experimenting, and then he jumps off the ledge, and it's like a free fall, So I just love what he did with it.